You have question? Not many, yes. Okay. Now it's question times. Jiandri nangrong hi zhong yi ji xie tam chu tu pa mong yong nyang lan mi. Da dong dang rin yi xu sem jian na san dong chu sen di per shen ji loops. Yeah.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Maria Luisa says, Dear Rinpoche, thank you again and again for your teachings. It is marvelous to be able to receive them at distance. It is a great encouragement for me. My questions are, first, if we make confession of negative deeds, but then commit compulsively or consistency the same fault because of very strong imprints or lack of mindfulness, what is your advice? And is the effect a stronger one because of this repetition, or is there still a possibility that repeated confession can also reduce the effects?
Hmm? Then you said it's to practice compassion. Then it's more reduce and to put progressive way. Then it's maybe slowly, immediately difficult to get rid of tendencies of the negative things. Maybe gradually, like this. Okay.
Thank you. Her second question: if we have sometimes doubts about teachings, about attaining the final goal for ourselves, or about the possibilities of helping truly all sentient beings, is this only discouragement, or is it included in the false views that maculate our mind and are impossible to confess and will lead us astray from the liberation path?
I didn't listen.
If we sometimes have doubts.
This is the Luisa.
Yes, Maria.
Okay.
If we sometimes have doubts about teachings, about attaining the final goal for ourselves, or about the possibilities of helping truly all sentient beings, is this only discouragement, or is it included in the false view that maculate our mind and are impossible to confess and that will lead us astray from the liberation path?
Mm-hmm. I think it's a doubt everybody has. This morning, I have very much doubt to do the tea. But I went in the kitchen. I did. But finally, I succeed. Like this. Doubt is obstacle. Immediately to be enlightenment, to do benefit for sentient beings. Of course, this is difficult. And because ourselves, this is very difficult to help ourselves. And but as I said before, progressively, motivatedly, to put in this task first, then maybe we can to achieve or to make liberation.
Thank you. Our third question: why do enlightened beings like Buddha Shakyamuni himself or Nagarjuna have to endure negative karmic effects after having realized the true nature of their minds? Because this realization is said to be an antidote that dissolves all disturbing emotions in one instant, and that then these beings' minds are beyond samsara and nirvana.
Well, Luisa. It says Buddha and Nagarjuna both say they are left these karmic effects, deeds. Then the last moment, the purifications. And like this, of course, it is like there are process. Buddha also is like continue this. Then finally, then yes, then nothing like defects, nothing injured. But they said clearly, Nagarjuna, he said he left one something. Buddha, he said something left. That therefore reason. Are the others?
Her last question: is cutting trees considered a negative action for laymen or only for monks? Do all trees have mind or only certain ones?
Not all the trees. Some trees there is mind. Then it's a negative.
Thank you for your patience and compassion, and please keep turning the wheel of Dharma for the sake of all beings.
Thank you, Lord.
Laurent Cavallina says,
Laurent, yes.
Laurent. Good morning, Rinpoche.
Good afternoon.
I watched a documentary where antelopes were killed by trees, acacias. These trees defended themselves by emitting gas to avoid dying because of the antelopes which could eat all their leaves. Can we talk about karma in this case? And does the consumption of plants, although necessary, produce karma on humans? Thank you.
I never heard the plants to making the karma. They received the karma. And maybe some plant has the mind, then it's different. But most plant like this, then we cannot eat any vegetables.
Thank you. Oleg from Russia says, what does it mean your mind has completely mixed or merged with Dharma? Does it mean that we have gained certain qualities?
Not like same as the usual. Same as usual means at the moment our mind is immersed into the negative emotions, completely mixed. Like these same ways, all the teaching of the dharmas, positive thoughts, positive things emerge into our mind. Mind totally work with positive things. That meaning of the emerged mind into the dharma.
Thank you. Oleg also asks, what is the Dharma drum that is mentioned in the Dharma drum?
Drum?
What is the Dharma drum?
Oh, okay. Drum.
That is mentioned in the Sutra of Golden Light, of the Golden Light.
But which is a Dharma drum? Who said Dharma drum? Chuju ngabo chese, chuju ngadamba, chuju nga, chuju tong. Then this is many, like according Dharma activities, you making the sound instrument, chuju tong, Dharma conch, chuju dam, and chuju nga, Dharma dam, chuju ngante says. There is one is like kind of the stick is making the sound, and this sort of connected to the Dharma, and it is like a sending of Dharma. That means it's like something occurring the Dharma. This sound is the like kind of calling to appear in the Dharma. Not only drum, conch, and all the Dharma instrument, you can call it Dharma instrument. Same.
Thank you. Agata. Agata from Poland says, Dear Rinpoche, I am aware of my many negative actions and thoughts. because of my current conditions and how important compassion is.
Important, the compassionate.
I'm aware of my many negative actions and thoughts because of my current conditions and how important compassion is. However, bad habits are leaving me very slowly despite listening to teachings and the Ngunro practice, doing good deeds, etc. Wouldn't meditation on emptiness and developing the view of emptiness be helpful in this situation? How to do it?
I'm not sure. In order to practice emptiness, we need to be diligent. That means it's like generally, I can to take example. And you go to in the kitchen, you making for your lunch, and you want to do precisely to do, or you just to put everything there is. This is like kind of laziness ways, just to put there and to put on the front of your desk. Maybe it's not very delicious. And you precisely to do, the result is very good, yes. But these days, we do positive things, very lazy, very much, no interest, no enthusiastic, no kind of the, how do you say, it's like encouragement. And very simple, easy in our Western says. And sometimes this kind of the, okay, whatever you want. Many our sanghas and our shedas, they kind of say, oh, our education is a Tibetan systems. It's so complicated. And someone say, when I do the 100 things, it's so complicated. Why I need to count? And I need just to simple ways. It's true, the simple way. But you do the negative things is not simple. And even the small 1 or 2 seconds, maybe 10 minutes, you're doing some negative things. It's very hardly. But it's very happily, very enthusiastically. And like this. Then it's like when we do the positive things, just it take 10 minutes, tired, yes? And of course, everybody is like these situations. And according the past negative, if we can to tell to them, oh yes, yes, of course, this is my negative and the past deeds. Now I can't really do the positive things. Then what can I do? To be simple, open the mouth into the sky. And what are you doing? I'm meditating emptiness or view of the Dzogchen Chembu, or reality is only lazy. To sit like this, then you don't need, but in mind, thinking different way. I give you guarantee, not to completely thinking about the empty nature. If you really your mind is preoccupied that the meaning of the supreme emptiness, good, no problem. Then you don't need to do kundru or other things. I'm not sure. It's like me is not to at all. 1 or 2 seconds, if I'm really to meditate, it's my mind is go away. But I'm follow up my own negative thoughts. I can sit 24 hours. Don't worry. Very lazy and half sleepy, half is follow up the how do you say, it's like a nonsense ideologies.
Thank you. She also says, I wanted to correct my yesterday's question. It should be, during my practice and everyday life, I'm trying to think and work for benefit of all sentient beings, but also I want happiness and enlightenment for myself. Is it a mistake? Thank you very much.
Oh yes, I mean it's not very much mistake, but it's you have expectations concerning the benefit for yourself. You doing it to help to, you want also to help others. I'm really not sure, but of course it is positive. It is very good. That is obvious. And but it's like more if you want to profoundly, deeply, more beneficially, and more fully, like purely to concerning other beings, is more profound. That's all.
Thank you. Clotted asks about the three supreme methods. When we recite mantras, isn't it enough if we visualize during the recitation that the mantra is bringing all sentient beings to enlightened state, reaching everyone, everywhere, and forever? How is it important to have a formal generation of bodhichitta and dedication?
Formal to, to want to perform. First, just a moment. I need to generate bodhicitta. Okay, now I generate formal. Oh, just a moment. I need to have like a no conceptualization. Oh, now it's the dedication. Like you mean this way, yes? No need. It's like just way of the thinking is just fast way, and I want to do benefit for sentient beings. Maybe my activity benefit for sentient beings. That's okay. In the middle, you expecting or like kind of more follow up the details. I'm recite the monies, maybe help, maybe not, maybe purified, not maybe feel purified. This kind of non-conceptualization, how do you say, the conceptual, is like improper, like conceptual ideas. It's not corrected. And maybe it's like I'm reciting the mantras, reciter myself. What am I reciting? Who am reciting? But it's reciting. Reciter is emptiness, but emptiness recite. Emptiness like kind of the doing things. Emptiness benefit, receive the benefit. Like they choose to maintain an empty, like kind of empty state or delusion. Nothing kind of like how do you say it's like this state means it's like a not blankness clearly, but nothing kind of expectations, or it's maybe to purify all the same. That is also is like kind of conceptual. Not like this, just to enhance by the unborn, undying these things. And then it's Amanipimahonsha, may all the sentient beings, if there's some benefit to the sentient being, that's all. Then it's why we need formal way, not necessary. Of course, when we follow up the sadhana, hundreds, then they are like okay, other question?
Thank you. Tsewang Gurung says, Rinpochela, I want to know about visualizing Dorje Sempa while reciting mantra of Vajrasattva.
What is a mentor? Okay. I think it's the visualization. It's there when you recite the Vajrasattva mantra. Okay, hundreds. When you recite the 100 sleep mantras, that is like a more self purifications. You visualize Vajrasattva on your both. And there is one single deity, it is the representative of the 100 deities. And when you recite the 100 syllable mantras, then it's like from Nita. Nita comes from the Vajrasattvas to purify your all obstacle, negative things. And then after you all purified, the Vajrasattva is melted into yourself, and then it's yourself is become the Vajrasattva. That times you recite the 6 syllable mantra, and you sending luminosity benefit to all other sentient beings. 5 letters. And then after you like kind of the dissolution to practice, and Vajra Sarva is dissolved into the natural realities. That is short visualization.
Thank you.
And
Sergey,
also, I forgot, and first step is the self-purification. Second, when you become the self, the Vajra it is the purification, the all include yourself, others, environment, all the like purification.
thank you. Sergey Sarkovsky says, why we say my next life or my previous life. In previous life, it wasn't me, and in next life, it will not be me, but different person with different name, actions, wishes, etc.
I hope yesterday it was you, today is you, tomorrow you will be you. And if you cannot, you wasn't yesterday yourself, or then of course in the previous life you cannot quote a you. And today I can call the you, and because if you haven't got yesterday, then yesterday person's not today. You are different. I cannot to who you are. And if tomorrow you going to tomorrow, you are not going to tomorrow, how I can to recognize? One my friend, he's come from yesterday, as I can recognize today, I can call to the you. Like exactly the same. Even yourself, you be the past, you say I. You the present right now, you also say I. Tomorrow you will be tomorrow, you say I. The same.
Thank you. Masha says, today you put one verse in the ZPR group. It seems it is connected to this chapter. Can you little bit explain its meaning? Thank you. The verse is, the time sequence in which the effects of these actions will be experienced is as follows. Whichever actions carry the greatest effect, whichever are closest, whichever most habitual,
Close, habitual, and
whichever were done first.
okay, before die. The 3. Then other?
Closest, habitual, and whichever were done first. These
Okay.
will be the very first to ripen.
Okay, that's right. This is his quoting that when you are like, and how is the maturations, which kind of the coming first times. And the first one is what it says?
Closest.
Oh, closest. Maybe it's like which one is closer to match the karmic. And for example, negative is closer or the positive is close. That one is like more first arrive, maturate. And second one is maybe it's like habitual, means maybe it's like you have so long time is habituated, like habituated, and also this one's coming like this. Or maybe sometimes first is when you choose the moment of the death, whatever you have in the mind thinking, just that wants to ripen. That means like how you can to receive, affect your karmic or longer, short ways like this. Okay, finished, yes? No, closest maybe means it's like maybe you did just this morning or yesterday. Closest means it's your action to maturate yourself. There's sometimes very close ones immediately. Immediate retribution is very close, like immediately. This means it's like immediate retribution means immediate to happen. And then it's the second one, so habitual patterns. You all the time is to killing. Like, for example, someone's life and lifetime is habituated to killing things, okay? Then this one's a result first time. And then maybe it's the first one is like, before we, for example, also your dreams, when you sleep, and just before you sleep, whatever you have thinking is your dream like this. Exactly like maturation. When we are like died, maybe you are very, very evil person, okay? Whole many lives did negative things. But that time, just a moment, you have something thinking positive or something. This can help immediately maturated. Like I think it's most transparent, and some is like coming to before we die to like introducing something, reading the books, maybe you something else, thinking about virtues. This can maturate immediately to something. Means it's like this, just what you're thinking. This one is the first time it's maturate.
Thank you. Natalia says, Rinpoche, can we clear all karma in one life, both negative and positive?
Positive we need to install it, complete it, and negative we need to eradicate, like kind of the everything. Yes, not only in this life, and we can to look at in the historically. Maybe one instantaneously you can to purify it, you can complete all the accumulations. Not necessary to the whole life. And there are many histories. Maybe qualified teacher and the fortunate students coming together, just one. Not really is like a teacher and student. Look, Asangas. And there is like one butchers. He is like killing sheep. And suddenly his knife is lost. He looked at the round and but one sheep and crying and hiding the sword. And he was inconceivable, so like hopeless compassions. I would say strong compassion arrived. He says, I'm very bad, I want to kill myself. And may all the sentient beings free from. So he think large, profound. On this moment, he can fly, he become enlightened man. Therefore, it's really something, it's a cause and conditions coming, it's immediate. No necessary life.
Thank you. Chimed Samut says, could you please clarify what are the two kinds of motivations? Casual motivation and motivation at the time of engagement. When we engage in an action, can they be different? Casual motivation is positive. This is question.
Casual.
Is casual motivation positive, but motivation at the time of engagement negative?
Casual is like very much different translations. It's translation from the Nagachunas. And maybe it's like better to use our terminologies. What we have now in the like kind of the consistency and pulsiveness, like a compulsiveness and no antidote. This one is like this. You mean like this one?
He asks, when we engage in an action, can they be different from each other? Is the
Which
one
action? Of course, all actions are different.
in the way of motivation?
Way of the motivation. Yes, this motivation, what we said yesterday, this one or different. I don't know this. They are like when you are reading this one, not corresponding. The yesterday we are studying these three motivations. Yes or no? Can you read? What do you think? Maybe different translations show completely different. See? Okay, later, okay, think. Okay, no, Chimela to clarify it, not clearly. Okay, others? No. Okay, this is wonderful. Now it's we can just read one. As I say, Jundri nam zhong xi chong ye chi xian tam chu tu pa mu yong nyang lan mit da dong dong de ni shu sem chen na san dong chu se de para xian ji los. That is the pattern which he say. I know all the detail of the karma, but I do not really believe in it. I have heard a lot of Dharma, but never put it into practice. Bless me and evil door like me, that our mind is may mingle with the Dharma. It is like mixed with the Dharma, and that is like all we are studied in the beginning until now. This is the resuming. That this was the explanation on the numerous way of the action and the principle of cause and effect. I think this time is used quite to understand perfectly causalities. I'm very, very happy. I want to appreciate your studying and helping me. I now it's like a totally, I am kind of the follow the causalities. That is 100%. I'm try. I have faith into the causalities. I believe into the causalities. I want to try to the collect as much as the positive things, as much as to avoid the negative things. Of course, immediately difficult because I am ordinary sentient beings, and I hope you do like this. Maybe also it's like if you think, oh, I don't want, of course you don't need to do it. And I want to my own way. Yes, absolutely, there's no problem. Or I want to all the time want to do negative things. And yes, you can do it. But if you do negative things, you destroy yourself, you destroy your family, you just destroy the other things. If you do positive things, like principally 10 positive actions, it's existence in the relatively. It's a truth. It is a benefit. Absolutely. And such very good. We appreciate very much. We are like kind of to say thank you. It is really making the pleasure to all the Buddha and the Bodhisattvas. That's that. And now maybe today is like this. We can to dedicate. Afterwards, maybe we can to holiday. I'm one concerning until the September. Okay. And because it's like now it's like this is the July. Yes. July and August maybe is more good. Everybody is a holiday. School is a holiday. And I don't know it's a pandemic. This COVID-19 is a non-existent or it is like disappeared. From my perspective, you should to taking care more and more and so follow up the little discipline yourself. And if you got it that, maybe it's dangerous. Of course, there are many people like kind of the lying and lot of propagandas and showing like this. But if you seriously to get this pandemic, 100% so very, very ugly. And also it's like if you have like a chronic sickness or something like the base that you have age and sick, 100% is problems. And also it's like once you get, you are not free. After they say this, they damage your lung, they damage your maybe many inner organs. Maybe you can to recover. You can to say it is a normal influence, but this is not normal influence. This is pandemic. And of course, it's like if you are once you get you recovered, then you are free. It's not free. You can get again and again. And some countries is very much increase. Of course, in the globally, we need to taking care financially and business. These things now is like many countries problems business. And then there says like, or we live or we die, or we can to die with the COVID, the pandemic, or we die without money. And there's like kind of, but probably is you can to taking care. Maybe is the, if we hope so, if until we find the like vaccines, or maybe slowly is that disappeared, but it's quite very difficult. And until there, maybe we can to survive. If this disappeared, maybe we can to run afterwards, probably to do the. It's of course maybe we can do something. You know, before the Second World War, and how many poor human beings in this world. There's a war, there's a famine, there's sickness, each almost a single country's problems. But after Second World War, like a kind of the people got a lot of education, and to also technologies development, people's like kind of the really corresponding and cooperating together. And we did many different countries developed very fast, very quickly. When I came to first time in Europe, there's not really hand telephone, mobile phones. During like kind of the 20-30 years, how much to develop. Maybe also if we are healthy, we are like not sick, no problem. And if we do not lose our some families, it's okay. Maybe materials, almost it is we are poor, maybe not really homeless, but maybe we can to work together and to try to run, collect, support each other, and probably will survive. But the pandemic, you know how many rich died, how many poor killed, how many human beings are killed. When you got, you passed away. Maybe you got, you give a present to your family, your friend. It's not fantastic. Please to taking care. We are trying to every day to pray that the Sashi Nedro. We hope it's a benefit to other sentient beings. Then is maybe we wish to soon finish this pandemic. Then we hope to be together in this life, someplace, and chat again. And next through internet chat, probably in beginning of the September. To next Heda is like this. Okay, that's all. Then I haven't got nothing. Thank you very much. And I want to say Kyoncho Sancho Rinpoche Mashi Pana Hyejurji Hiba Nyamba Meba Don Koni Konda Pera Sho. Okay?
Yes, we have some words of gratitude to you from Emi Nakamoto. Dear Rinpoche, thank you very much for your precious teachings. Before I had a pride that I maybe am a little bit good person compared to others. Thanks to your teachings, I could realize that I have done many negative things in my previous lives. So from now on, I'm going to keep my effort to become better little by little, to maintain bodhichitta, to do positive actions, to recognize all my thoughts with mindfulness and to liberate them. I wish we can continue to study together, palms together. Etsuko Kato. Rinpoche, from this chapter I have learned the importance of recognizing the motivation of my act and my mind, and the importance of not doing negative things and doing positive things. I will act according to these teachings as much as possible After taking sufficient rest, please could you continue teaching this text, the chapter 5 and 6, which are the benefits of liberation, enlightenment, and how to follow a spiritual friend. I appreciate you so much. Chico Sugashi, Japanese from Dharamsala, Rinpoche. Thank you for your long, continual teachings. During these teachings, I once asked a question, longing for your advice. At that time, I didn't analyze much about my question, and maybe my mind was a little bit childish and tried to depend on you too much instead of thinking myself. But you answered me in a very tender way, as if talking to a child. Your kindness made me cry. Also, your answers to other students were very valuable. They have become a very good advice to me. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I would be appreciated very much if you could teach us again when you have recovered from your fatigue, after your tiredness from my crying parent, very sorry, and advice. Please continue your teachings. Thank you. Marco Paulin, Tashidile. Thank you. Hope to see you soon for our next teaching. From Zania, Brazil, my profound gratitude. Dima Dolshenko, thank you for your precious teachings. Please keep turning the Dharma wheel. Arjan van Dam, thank you very much for these inspiring and profound teachings. Tamara Ringa, thank you in all my lifetimes. At each moment, I thank you for the incomparable teachings. I am praying for your long life and strong health, and for the continuity of the teachings of the Buddha in the global Dharma city. Dasha Guzeva, Rinpoche, after listening to your teaching, I understood more about karma. Now my determination to do positive actions became stronger. Please continue online course. It supports and helps me very much. Lena Petrovska, dear Rinpoche, thank you so much for your teachings, which is a tremendous support for us in these difficult times. Please continue such precious teachings further. Ocean of love from Ukraine. Sofia Evgrova, thank you so much, Rinpoche, for your wisdom and kindness. I wish you long life and good health. Many Tashidile. Taransu, thank you, Rinpoche, for your selflessness, compassion to take care of us. Anton Muskin, thank you, dear Rinpoche. You please never stop teaching. It always comes exactly with the moment we need it most and of all, when we need it most of all, and helps a lot. Please stay with us for as long as possible. Long life, good health to you. Pema Dechen, thank you, my perfect teacher, for every single word you've taught to us. Please continue to lead us to the path of enlightenment for the benefit of all beings. May you have a long and healthy life. Sangha Patrul Rinpoche from Poland. Dear Rinpoche, thanks a lot for these amusing teachings. Please continue them online and as soon as possible also in Poland and other countries. We wish you good health and long life. Irina Timoshenko, thank you, Rinpoche, for such detailed teaching. I'll try to absorb all the information that you have given as much as I can and apply it to my mind. Gratitude to Rinpoche from Norio and Mioi Kamayama. Thank you for your precious teachings. We appreciate you very much. Please take care of your precious body. We appreciate all the translators too. Dominika Sepslik, dear Rinpoche, I would like also to say thank you for your teachings, via Domo and compassion. I hope to listen to your teachings soon. Cecile Pot, thank you Rinpoche for these precious teachings. Lela Mos, this is the first time I followed Rinpoche's teachings. I have no question, but want to express my gratitude and love. Thank you. Nadezhda Skvortsova, dear Rinpoche, dear teacher, you help us to understand more deep and develop a great compassion. Thank you so much for this teaching. It really helps to see defects in my mind. It's its very wisdom and benefit advices for me. Thank you very much, dear teacher. We will try to continue study and analyze. Thank you very much for this great important teaching. Please continue to teach us when it will be possible and comfortable for you. Nanu says, words cannot describe how much I appreciate your love and kindness towards all of us. Every single teaching of yours is pervaded with limitless wisdom and compassion. Thank you, dearest teacher. Paul MacLeay, thanks a lot, Rinpoche. We are very fortunate to receive these perfect teachings from such a great teacher. From Stefan, thank you, Rinpoche La, for your love and support. And from Agata, dear Rinpoche, once again, thank you from all my heart for your kindness. I'm listening and following, even not perfectly. Please stay in good health and continue your teachings. And now, message from organization.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate and continue to study. And of course, I'm not good practitioner, but I keep in my deep of heart pray to all of you. Thank you.
Dear Rinpoche, precious teacher, I would like to thank you on behalf of all the students for your immense kindness and love towards us. Even in these difficult times, you continue teaching the Dharma and leading your students to the enlightenment. Even in your free time, instead of resting, you rush to do building works in Dharma City, keeping your students restless. I was astonished to see how in the last few days, few new wooden houses and sauna miraculously appeared. You are showing us how we should use this precious and rare opportunity, this machine, human body, while we still have it and while it's still functioning, using it all the time, benefiting others, restlessly, forgetting about ourselves. This is true altruism. Dharma City now became a gorge Dharma palace, filled with melodious sounds of the Dharma reaching thousands worlds. Precious Sangha tirelessly studying and reflecting on the Dharma, working together in harmony and love towards each other. What a wonderful example. I have no words to express my gratitude for what you are giving to us. Even the gems of billions universes would not be enough to repay your kindness. Please accept our body, speech, and mind as an offering. Please continue turning the wheel of the Dharma endlessly. May your life be long. May your health be strong. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, all the organization, and really appreciate very much. Everybody put a lot of effort. And also I want to say thank you very much, all the lots of us, daylight candle. My teaching, my English, everything is horrible. They correct and they continue put a lot of effort. Thanks. And of course, it's like I'm obtained a human existence, and my life is not that much meaningful. But since I met you, is my life has become more. It's a little benefit, and just is as now our president routine read that to make restless. It's like kind of the when I work with you, with harmony, love, compassion, joyful, sympathetic. It is like a kind of the really is. I'm thinking, oh, my life is really in the wonderful, precious place, and like this, it's also is like I'm working. It's like my imagination working all of you whoever connect in the our Dharma Sanghas. Of course, I need to work with all the samsaric sentient beings like this. And then I want to say again, thank you. Please, please continue to practice Dharma, study Dharma. Do not hurting to the others. That my wish, that is my request. That is like kind of the I praying to you. Do not hurting to the others. Become kind as much as joyful happiness. Of course, sometimes we concern the self-benefit. Then it's like, oh, this and that. But please, to practice kindness, to be happy to with others, help, and do not hurting to others. Thank you. See you soon. Hope. Okay, thank you. La.
Voi sachi puchu Jigme todram viralinche nyede jempadi sanje sindu mite puvayi roko namda chindu chupashu Omarani zemanti yeso nganton de chen somye dojiku sempe lamso raje jakonje no zo chizo gandu trubeku yume kuji doje chapsen zo Tranonga pa mye pa doje son nyala duchu sa san chu jidra drole sampa sinton lon chu zo game zongi doje japsen zo ritonge ga jedre doje ku sabsa jeshe chokun yubeyin Shabda Jave Nyempo Chokyi Rume Tuki Doje Chabsen Zo Gunja Kala Trinle Nyamoje Shanu Jondre Benje Ngavachen Tendre Pyatsa Jebe Nyezojo Kalpa Jamsu Rabdu Sadyuji Sabchi Chudra Busani
Sandamundra Shancha Shola Yorvada Sonjina Zonzalina Baba Shancha Samanas. Did said no. I said this no. It's okay. Offering like this. Okay, they sit there. Okay, sit there. No. Sit there. No, Chloe, sit there. Okay, yes. Okay. Kyonjo Sanjo Ramboje Mashi Pana Shijerji Shiba Nyamba Ameba Don Kani Kondam Perasho Senjene Ba Chenye Ba Nyardanele Tajarji Andobane Na Male Ba Tadanjongwa Me Parasho Malam Tadon Demba Aton Songa Di Jun De Paton Kandro Sambo La So Ba Ji Sandon Danger Ji Song Dong Lao Song Ma Xiang La Je Pen Zi La Ye Ta Xi Ni Jir De Dile Samba Ye Yan De Pa Tong Tsirin Ne Me De She Dan Bar Shu Xiongqu Sendong Men Zhe Xi Xiongqu Yu Le Yu Wa Dong Song Ji Nam Ji Yong Song Xi De Ji Li Na Pong Wa Xiu Xi Wa Gong De Yong Do La Ma Dong Zhen Me Chu Ji Pa Klo Ti Si De I said this no Tilde. Yeah, you make me angry. It's no. I say this. Chloe. Chloe, Till. You cannot argue with me. Yes, I said. Okay, now this is you give me your body speech mind, not this one. Okay, now thanks everybody. Here is very good. We offer to each other kada. Okay, now then it's your long life. Oh, me ya benda angora pe ma sada okay, let's see.